Hi guys, today we are going to talk about azolla, the amazing plant that is really a solution to high feeds out there for high prices of feeds. We know very well that the feeds, the price of the maize is becoming very, very high in the market, and sometimes we know very well that once the price of the feeds becomes very high, the farmers tend to go off production. Some they just stop completely, and sometimes it is very difficult to come back to productivity. So we want to find a solution to that. Once when the feeds are very high, what other option do you have to solve that problem of the feeds? And that is today we are going to talk about azolla. Azolla is an aquatic plant. What do I mean here? A plant that grows in water. It's among the plants that grow in water. Like the way you see the fish loves water, so does azolla love water. So the benefits of azolla to a farmer is that azolla is animal feed that is so rich in proteins. It's rich with amino acids. It's also rich with vitamins. It's very good with minerals such as we have copper, potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and so on and so forth. So my farmer out there, don't run out of farming or out of productivity because of the high prices of feeds, and yet you can have your azolla and you can really manage it very well. Come to the management of the azolla. How does one get azolla? So here we want to start with the what are the necessary things for the azolla to do well, to give you a good percentage in your livestock, in your poultry, in your piggery, in your rabbitary, in your goats, sheep, fish, and so on and so forth. What do I mean here? We want a farmer out there, if you are really doing farming and you want to make sure that you are productive throughout the seasons, you are productive throughout the year, get azolla, the seeds of azolla. Make sure that you have the water source around your farm or your place where you are prepared to start growing your azolla. So you can decide either to use any means, as long as you can achieve the feed that is productive for you, as long as you can achieve the azolla that is enough for your piggery, for your goats, for your cattle, it depends on you as a farmer. You know very well I have 1,000 birds. Which kind of the area do I need to put this azolla so that it can, at least I can get that feed that can be enough for my animals or my birds out there? So one can construct a cement pond, or you can construct a pond. It can be a ground pond. For the ground pond farmers, those ones who are going to utilize the ground pond farmers, I can advise you that you get the pond liners. There are those pond liners, the papers, the liners that are put in the pond on the ground after the construction of the pond. You put that pond liner. Why do we put this pond liner? So that it retains the water. The water does not go through the ground. You know very well the ground will take the water. So after you put your pond liner very well, introducing water, clean water. After introduction of the water, then you can introduce your azolla. Azolla can multiply very fast. After 2 days or 3 days, you are ready to harvest azolla. So That is the already feed for you in your farm. If you do that, you will never always go out of feeds. And you can also utilize this azolla to sell to your fellow farmers who are suffering also with the problem of feeds or high prices of the feeds in the market. Azolla here can be given to your friend, and he or she also remains stable in the productivity of livestock. Can be farming, can be birds, poultry, can be piggery, can be rabbitary. All azolla is a multi-purpose feed. It's fed on all animals. Fish also can feed on azolla. Another person can decide to construct a cemetery pond. You construct it and you cement it very well. So after cementing, introduce water. But remember, in this pond, remember to have an inlet and outlet, or you can use a hose. You provide water in and you have an outlet. You remove the water out, because remember, after some time, this azolla also needs to have new water. So you should make sure that you bring in new water for it to grow well for you. And remember, don't expose azolla to too much sunshine. If you are capable to provide a shade for your azolla, since we are looking for a solution for the feeds and we want to produce good and nutrient feeds and nutrient azolla for our animals, make sure that you put azolla in the shade, in the shelter, so that it remains in that greenish color. That greenish color, it contains the proteins, the minerals, the vitamins that the farmer wants to achieve for his livestock, poultry, and so on and so forth. So make sure that the azolla is not exposed to too much sunshine, because once it is exposed to too much sunshine, it will change the color from the greenish favorite one we are looking for, and it will be to brown one, and that one, yeah, it is good, but it won't work well for our animals. So that's all about azolla. Azolla, it is easy. It is easily digestive with livestock stomachs. I don't know if I get it. So that's all about azolla. Utilize azolla. It grows very fast. You can utilize it in multi-purpose way. You can grow it in a small piece of area. So don't go out of productivity because of the problem of the feed. Azolla is there to solve your problem. Wherever you are, come in Africa, come in Uganda, come in Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, Asian areas. Those ones, they are the kings of azolla because they discovered the benefit of azolla. See you next time with our next video. Please enable to give a video a like. Please enable to give a video a like. Why am I putting emphasis in this one? It enables the video to reach very many people, and also it will be pushed further. And leave a comment in the comment section. And also remember, if you're new here, please enable to subscribe to our YouTube channel Farm Ideas, so that we keep on growing as we talk about farming. See you next time with the next video. I salute out.